is their relationship with failure and competition. I'm a high school dropout, and I've been helping people become doctors for 10 years, and I can tell you one of the most common things people get wrong is that they avoid failure, and they are so focused on competition that they don't think about exceptionalism on their own. Regarding failure, I learned more from failure than any success. Dropping out of high school and going to college and struggling to learn anything, even while the people around me were learning like it was nothing. I would go to 2 sections of general chemistry. I would go to office hours every single office hour that was offered. Sometimes even for professors whose sections I wasn't taking. I'm so grateful that I didn't learn faster, because in those conversations and in those extra courses, I learned a ton of stuff that I wouldn't have learned if I had breezed through all of the content. I did overcommit. I did have to withdraw. I have withdrawals on my transcript. I don't think that's a problem, and it hasn't been a problem for 10 years worth of the clients I've worked with either. Brings us to that relationship with competition, because so many pre-medical students are so hell-bent on being better than the next guy. The best possible outcome of your competition with your peers is that you're going to be slightly and verifiably above average. If that's the game you're playing, you have excluded yourself from achieving the heights of your own version of exceptionalism. But as long as you're competing with that guy on what that guy is doing, you're not doing the thing that you could be doing better. You're not thinking about what your natural gifts and proclivities are and trying to polish those to a level of mastery. I'm so grateful that I didn't pay attention to that, and I focused on trying to figure out what my assets are. What are the things I can do that give me an edge in accomplishing my goals? For me has been teaching Taekwondo, and then teaching for one of the biggest test prep companies in the country. Starting my own medical admissions consulting business. I've learned year after year how to turn that love of teaching into something that I can use to thrive in so many different contexts. When I'm working with my clients, I see things in them. Sometimes it's teaching, sometimes it's other things, love of science or entrepreneurship or service or whatever it is that they're passionate about. I see things that they could be using to really and truly shine. But they're not using them. You know why? Because they're trying to check the boxes that will verify that they're slightly better than the person standing next to them. That is a tragedy. If that had been my mindset, I do not know how I would have been able to go from high school dropout to medical doctor. I guess that's the main takeaway from this video, is that sometimes it's not about opportunity, and it's not about skill, and it's not about intelligence. It's about mindset. All those other things matter. Mindset can ruin your chances no matter what you have going for you. If you're coming from behind in life, sometimes it's one of the biggest things that can get you ahead. That is one of the biggest gifts that my mentors, who have gone above and beyond to invest me with their passion and skill. I'm going to leave off with that, just this intense sense of gratitude for every mentor in my life who has helped me learn these things that have changed my life. Conversation about failure is an important one, so comment down below with how failure shows up in your life, how you make it work for you.